Sorry. I think this place was totally built up. It's a strange place. Weren't tuning in proper earlier, so you can't see shit. No, I thought so. Right, 2 minutes. So Ghost at Gallery. Look, I've read like a bit about this place, and it's been settled by all different people over the years, but there's goes back thousands of years, obviously. And just look at the terrain of the place. Look at the size of them columns. Like these look like the bases, don't they, of columns. How big were them? And these things here, their roofs just like they've been on it afterwards. To me, it looks like giant concrete. The whole area. I'll come back, don't worry, I'm flicking through them, but I'll come back to them. I want to show you the whole area though, an overhead shot. This is an area near it as well. And look at this. This place is all built. You see the staircase running up inside? This bit here, where this wall is, this colour in here is all lighter than the surrounding rock. Like it's all dark like, see how this bit's dark here? It's all dark like that everywhere, but up here is all like light, sound like as if it adds something stuck on the wall, an outer building, complex, structure, whatever. There was something stuck on there and it's all fallen away into the sea. It's sheer. Why would you carve in up a staircase like that? Well, you wouldn't do it. That's come open to the elements. Look at the whole area. That whole area, I'm saying, was a massive big place, a massive complex. Look at how the lines go through everywhere. This is built up in layers. You can see them through everything. These horizontal lines. And they run the whole fucking way through. The whole way through it, even. It's been built up. The whole area's, man, well... Like, look how it steps as well. Like, they put a base down, then they put a second base down, and they put a... You know, reduced as they go up. And this is all, and you can see all building up, and it's all crumbled away. I think this were all concrete. Giant concrete. And I said giant concrete, I mean like it's made with, like how we do mixes today, but made with bigger, the material, original ingredients are bigger. Like if we made a doll's house, right, and like we wanted to put curtains in a doll's house, so we get one of an old curtain and we cut a little curtain out and put it in doll's house, it won't look right because the material will be out of scale. The size of the curtain will be in scale, but the you know what makes up the material will be out of scale. The cotton, it'll be too thick, it'll be the wrong gauge. The stick, you know. Like same, like like the way we build concrete, we use like pebbles, small pebble sizes in it, don't we? A couple of centimetres at most. And then we add sand and cement to it, and it hardens and it makes concrete. But that's what I can see in the close-ups of this stuff, is what this looks like. Looks like it's all concrete but made with like bigger, slightly bigger pebbles. To make up the, look, them lines run just the whole way through it. I'm not doing right straight lines here, but you get the idea. They run all the way through this place. This place was, I think it was a huge, massive complex structure. And civilizations ever afterwards because of its handiness and where it's built and how it's handy, and look, they've adapted it. And I don't know if I've got any pictures here, but a lot of it's triangular. Don't know if that's any relevance, but it's like see this bit here, like that roof there, I think that's been added after. I think this is all tumbled away, fallen away, and people have adapted it and made the best of it and adapted it, and made that bit a tower, put a roof on it, ding, whatever, adapted it with rubble lying around, using all this rubble what's all crumbled away from this place. I don't think this is stone and rock and all that, it's all building material crumbled away. But it's that old that like lithification's happened, petrification, it's turned rock, lithification's happened to it. Parts of this might have been wood and stuff, and it's all turned to that. That whole plateau is artificial. That's built, the whole thing's built, all of it. And where these are all walkways in here. They're all over, and you'll see cut out with a window and stuff, like there. Obviously different people have adapted it. But look here. You know what I'm saying? This is built up. There's nothing natural about any of this. None of it's natural. See, these lines are running through here. And now they say like, oh, well, rock builds up in formations and stratification or whatever they call it, and zinc. But this ain't that. Because the materials, when it's that stratification thing, it'll be like one sort of material all the way through, but they're saying it'll be that material, then it changes that material. Like, it's built up the way. This is built up by laying layers down. And they built it up. I can see it. You know, like what Wise Up's taught me, and taught us, and shown us, and like, he's right, what he says. I don't know if he'd agree with what I'm saying here, but all this here, all this rubble here, all these rocks here, all that have all fallen down from here. And at different times, look at that place. Like, people have adapted it. Something's happened. There's been like over the years, like I said, different people have adapted at different times, different ways, and done their own thing with what's remaining of it. But look, this is just all construction. What's all crumbled away. Well, it's turned rock. What the bits what weren't solid, it's all turned to rock. It's all lithifications happened there. Just look at that. That's the whole lot's built. Look. There's nothing natural about anything we're looking at there. It's like giant concrete. And it's set like stone. It's been underwater, it's been under pressure, and it's enabled lithification to take place. Just look at the lines running through it. About a mile off. Damn it. You know what I'm saying? They're so uniform. All this is built. You can see it, man. This for a whole massive complex. And half of it's fallen into the sea. Look at them. Imagine how big their columns were, right? They're just the bases here, right? That's the base there. A person's about that high. That mark on the there. That mark there. That's about the height of a person on this. These, you can walk around these. You have like cutaways where you can walk around, but it looks like it was covered and it's been crumbled away. And it's all exposed the runway, the walkways inside these things. And they got like, it's the base of a column, like Baalbek columns. And these things must have been absolutely huge. This whole thing made, it's built, the whole lot of it. Look at this, where it's been kept like a bit preserved more because of the water lapping at it. I don't know, whatever's been, the water level or whatever, it's preserved this bit a bit more. And look how uniform that is. There's nothing natural about that. Nothing. Easier. Oh, we can see all that's walkways. And this fucking whole thing's fascinating. One of the most fascinating sights I've ever come across. I'd never heard of the place in my life, and then about a year ago I saw a Facebook post in foreign all about it, and I collected loads of stuff about it, and I kept trying to do a vlog on it, but I never put it out, and there were no vlogs on it. And then, there were a couple, but like really short films showing you around it. But I've noticed recently a couple of people, like Vlad did one on the week about it. Look, this is what I'm saying here. This whole area somewhat was up against this bit. And it's fallen, it's all dropped away into the sea. All fallen into there. Look how light the stone is here. Because all stuff's fallen, and how dark it is there, where it's more weathered and lichen's built up and stuff more. And it's weathered more. This bit as more recent has dropped into the sea. Structure were built onto that. And see that staircase there, that stairs there, you know, this bit. That's a stairway. Right, little steps on it. Well, I think so much just all dropped into the ocean there, sea, river, whatever. Look at the place. It's built, isn't it? That place is built. I'll keep repeating myself, I'm sorry, I apologise, but it is. That's the only thing I can say about it for sure. Right, that's the main area where everyone looks at, that's what we see photos of, but all this bit, all this, I think the whole area is totally like terraformed, it's purposely built. no doubt. It's this what tells me it's all layered up, but it's crumbled away at the front of it, but it's all stacked up. This bit what's over here now, like this bit, which is now over this side of the screen. This bit here, this once over had been over here. This should have been on structure like that. Got towers and all that coming off it. All corners and stuff. All this with a huge complex. I'm sure of it. Just when you look at the area, you can tell it's like as if we're covering it like a building site, but enlarged like by about 1,000 times. Like a massive civil engineering thing we do today, but enlarged by 1,000 times and far more intricate. There's nothing man-made about it. It's artificial. The whole lot of it's artificial. Because them lines are horizontal all the way up. There's no variation in any of them. There's no wibble wobble where it's gone to form at land. None of it. And they run the whole way through. That were built up in layers. Layer upon layer upon layer. The whole thing. It's so uniform. Nature's not that uniform over that vast of an area, over different terrains like that. Because it ain't terrain, it's materials turned into terrain. And a lot of it might have been hand bricks, concrete, wood, but the whole lot's turned into, is undergone lithification. It's a fascinating area. I could have read you all the bump about it, the history about it and all that. I had the articles up and stuff, and you know, but I just, what's the point? You see the steps in there. Look at this bit here. For like a foundation, like how you'd lay a foundation, like how it's thicker, like it's a thick foundation, a bed, because they knew that we're going to be taking weight. Nature doesn't do that. And can you see how it's too uniform. And we know man's been about it because there's that bit, but we think he's just come and carved into it. But look at it, he hasn't just come and carved into a natural rock here, because this has been built. Wise up's right, none of that's, nothing's carved there anyway. Nothing. People might have come along civilizations years later and picked up what's the stuff what's now turned into stone lithification, through lithification, and chiselled about it and built stuff and capped the odd tower here and there and made use of what's around it. But that's not how it was built. They just adapted what's been left there. Is that set back from the wall? Like, is there like a thing coming down there? Or is it flat? But whatever way, something's fallen, dropped away from here. The falling at sea with a structure sticking out there. I said that, no, sorry. Like, that's what I'm on about. That's been added years later. These fucking turrets. I doubt very much that were original. I think that were big, whatever. I don't think that's original. I think that's been done later. With the remains of what's left of it. Like, every time I look at it, I can see it. It's been built, it's been stacked, so it's been terraformed, or if that's the right word. It's been stacked all the fucking way up. Built layer by layer by layer. So how the flip did they do that? Look, nature doesn't make it rounded and as uniform as that. There's parts of it quite pyramidal. There's a thought and I can't find it anywhere, and it's a total triangle like that. It's in this area. And again, see. Like, look here, what I said, that's where that bit is where I keep saying it's falling in the sea, yeah? And if you look, it's pitched. So that could have been a roof of a building, but imagine how big it had been. Like, that could have just been in the eaves of this roof. Because it looks like a pitched roof. And there, like a pitched roof. The tower there. Like a pitched roof with a pitched roof with her. There was a tower here, and there's all sorts going on here. A tower. These on top's all added later. And look, all the way back here. And again, it's still getting built up here. That was a vast, massive, huge, unreal, mega sophisticated place. Look, that just, the uniformity runs the whole way through. It's concrete and it's weathered, something's happened to it, it might have been underwater, whatever, and the flood, whatever, which crumbled and deteriorated as well. And lithification at some point has taken place. That is built. Do not tell me that this is not built there. All of that is built. You can see it. Oh, I'd love to have seen that in its day, in some place there. Look man, that's all artificial. The whole shebang is artificial. Uniformity of it. I can see it, I don't like. That's a massive skyscraper there. This has been damned and all, this place. Right, look at these columns here, right? Bases of columns. And I think it was covered here with like the cutaways inside it for walking away. Well, not cutaways, it was built up. Concrete. They're concrete. The whole lot is concrete and whatever else, but it's all lit through that process of lithification turned to what we see there now. See what I mean with uniformity of it. This is some building like we could beyond anything we could imagine size. Look, that's concrete. This is from there, close up, like around there. No one's come in there and chiseled that away like that. That's concrete. And built. That could have been hit with ash, superheated ash, like Wise Up mentions. Do you know what? Do you know that Submaronic, when he first started that melted bullshit, we were on a live stream and he mentioned superheated ash, so I asked him if he'd ever watched Wise Up and he said no. And I knew, a lying. I've not heard him mention it since, but it slipped out of his mouth. Superheated ash, and I thought, I know what he's doing here. He's trying to hijack. Anyway, it's fucking funny anyway, isn't it? Look, that is a good example. It's nature, you don't get like these lines like see what I mean? The uniformity, I've got it a bit off because it's going round an angle, right? But look at the gaps. They're floors. These were floors, basically. Is what I'm saying. It was a massive complex and full of floors, somewhat beyond what we could do today. And look, that's concrete. Maybe as I rebar through it was deteriorated or whatever, or become petrified, calcified, lithification, whatever scientific term you want to put to it, but just look at that. That looks like it, since it's had rocks stuck on it and all that and patched up. When you look at the main body of it, it looks like concrete and poured in and layered up. Layered concrete. Maybe it were tied and the metal's rotted away. Like it was some form of rebar. It's rotted away. Put the metal work in, pour your concrete in, the metal rots away and you're left with what looks like this. Right, how long have I been going? Right, it's far too long. Right, well, I haven't vlogged for a long time, so this maybe makes up for it. I hope everybody's okay. I know soon me on $2,000, but anyway, I'm back. Okay, see you all soon. Take care.